Hi students, my name is Arva and my channel name is Arva and Physics. Before starting the question, I just want to request you if you can share my videos to your peer groups or request them to subscribe my channel if they like my videos. I will be very grateful to you all. Thank you for that. And let's come back to our question. This question was asked in JEE exam. And the question is, the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum is this. Measured value of L is 20 centimeter, known to 1 millimeter accuracy, and time for 1 millimeter accuracy I'll tell you very shortly. And time for 100 oscillation of a pendulum is found to be 90 seconds using a wrist watch, that is hand watch, of 1 second resolution. What is the accuracy in determination of the G? So this is my question. Let's do the solution of it. And the solution is L is equals to 20 centimeter, which is equals to 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter accuracy, not 1, accuracy. Look students, actual length is 20 centimeter. With 1 millimeter accuracy they have given. What do you mean by 1 millimeter accuracy? Look, that is delta L is equals to 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter or is equals to 0.1 centimeters, because this is in centimeter, correct? What does it imply, 0.1 centimeter? Okay, what does it imply? It means in length, actual length is 20, so it might be plus minus. This is plus minus delta. It is absolute error in the L, which is 1 millimeter accuracy. And why they have used the term accuracy, I'll tell you why in short. Just watch the video carefully. So 20, if this side you have to subtract, so if you subtract 0.1, 20 minus 0.1, then this will give you 9 and 1, that is 19.9, correct? Centimeter. Okay, all are in centimeter. And if you just plus it, so it will give you 20.1 centimeter, correct? So students, carefully look how these values are so close to your actual value, that is measured value or true value, which we already discussed in our error concept. I have uploaded that playlist also. I'm not going into that, but just carefully look how close this 19.9 to 20 or 20.1 to 20. That's why they have used the term accuracy. So accurate these values are. Only 0.1 error are there. Okay, so known to now, I hope I make myself clear that this is delta L, 1 millimeter accuracy, that is 0.1 centimeter plus minus delta L. Or you can write it as like this, that is length value is equals to 20 plus minus 0.1, and all are in centimeters. Okay, now students, what do you mean by 1 second resolution of its accuracy? 1 second resolution. Many of his students have gone through this concept, but just give me a second. I will give you very nice explanation of what do you mean by 1 second resolution. Just listen it. Look, what do you mean by resolution? Suppose you would like to take a reading in your wristwatch which is equals to 8.5 seconds. But of course your wristwatch cannot measure value 8.5. So it could either measure 8 seconds, because wristwatch cannot measure decimal values, right? So it would either tell you 8 seconds or it will either show you 9 seconds. So look, the resolution is 1 second. It means that, of course, it is error. In short term, you will say it is an error or least count. You will say it is a least count, right? So why it is a least count? Because wristwatch cannot measure the decimal value. Either it would take 8 seconds or 8.5, very close value of 8.5, either 8 or either, and the difference between 8 and 9 is 1 second. So that's why they have said that 1 second resolution. It means this is a least count. Very smallest to smallest division value is 1 second. So of course your delta T, this delta, I'm not, just give me a minute. This is 1 second resolution. Okay, 1 second resolution means this is the meaning of 1 second resolution. Now students, tell me this thing. This is a wave, correct? This is a wave. So this is 0, this is t by 2 time, and this is a time period, of course, and this is complete. It means complete wave oscillation, complete wave has a time period t. Correct? I'm right? Okay, fine. Now tell me, if one oscillation this is one oscillation is equals to t seconds, will give time period t. This, what is t? T is the time period for one oscillation. Okay, time period for one oscillation which is in seconds, of course. So tell me, students, if there are n oscillations, so what will you say? It will take time n into t. It means this is equals to total time. I am right? Total time. So can I say this thing that nt is equals to total time? Correct? Or t is the time period for one oscillation, which is equals to total time divided by capital T. Of course I can say. Now students, carefully watch. Total time T is given as time for 100 oscillation means this is n. Okay students, this is n. 100 oscillation means n of pendulum is found to be 90 seconds. 100 oscillation time is taken to be 90 seconds. It means total oscillation 100 is equals to 90 seconds. So 90 seconds must be your total time. Total time is 90 seconds and I have write t over here. It should be n. Okay, n in the denominator. I'm sorry for this. And it means total oscillation is 100. So for one oscillation which is given by t, you just divide it and you will get the t value. What is t? T is just for one oscillation. And they have given 100 oscillation time equals to 90 seconds. Look, 100 oscillation of pendulum is found to be 90 seconds. Okay, fine. Now students, one more thing. What do you mean by delta t? Delta t is equals to resolution upon n. N is what? N. Of course, resolution for 1 second. If you say your resolution, this is the meaning of resolution. Okay, I already told you what you mean by resolution. So resolution upon total number of oscillations will give you delta t. Okay, so delta t is equals to, what is resolution? Resolution is equals to 1 second divided by 100. Correct? And now students, if you want, you always knows this concept that whenever you want to find out the value, always in my previous video I have uploaded JEE IIT questions, I have uploaded board questions, I have uploaded even the concept, basic concept and derivation in my playlist. Just watch it out. In that I already, what we used to do, we have delta t upon t. Suppose we want to find this thing. So delta t is what? Delta t is equals to 1 upon 100. This is the value of delta t divided by t. What is the value of t? 90 upon 100. 90 upon 100. So what is its actual value? It is equals to 1 upon 90 seconds. 1 upon 90. Are you getting my point? This is delta t upon t value, which is equals to 1 upon 90. Fine? Okay. Now we just move to a question which says t equals to 2 pi L upon G. Delta L is equals to 0.1. Correct? So it's now very easy. Now I'll just write down direct formula which is given in the question, that is L upon G. And they want to know us what is the accuracy in determination of the G. They wanted to know accuracy in determination. Look, G depends. I'll just take square over here. So it will be 4 pi square L upon G. Correct? If I take G over here and then I will get 4 pi square L upon T square. I'm right? Okay. Listen students. G depends on L upon T. And if there is an error, accuracy, in this question they have used the term accuracy and resolution, that is least count or minimum to minimum error. Okay, so they have given, if you have error in measurement of L and T, so of course it will affect the value of G also. Correct? So accuracy known to this value is how much? In the G they wanted to know. So let's do it students. 4 is constant and pi is 3.14. Okay, so constant term is just a constant. You cannot say, suppose it is a 4. So how will you take error in the 4? You can't say error in the value of the 4. It is a constant value. How will you find the error in constant terms? These all are constant, so no error in the determination of constants. Okay, so 4 is constant and pi is constant here. Okay, they are dimensionless. Now look, g is equals to L upon t square. Students, L is over here, and since both measured value is in the form of x is equals to a upon b, x is equals to a upon b, so can I write delta x over x? We know this formula, delta x over x is equals to delta a over a plus delta b over b. Remember? If you remember, don't remember, not to worry, just watch my previous videos. Okay, so I'm just dropping this constant. I'm not taking it because it doesn't matter. Constant is constant. Okay, you cannot find the error in the constant terms. Okay, so delta L over L is my concerned value, plus students, here is t to the power square, and you know that it will come in front of the t, and this is equals to plus minus, and in accuracy in the value of g will be delta g over g. Okay, hope you understand it. Now what you have to do, you just have to directly put plus is equals to plus minus delta L, you know 0.1 divided by L is 20, plus 2 into delta t over t is 1 upon 90, and okay, fine. And if you want in terms of percentage, just multiply it by 100. Okay, students, if you just remove the decimal value, 1 upon 200 will 2 upon 90. Okay, fine. Delta g over g is equals to plus minus 1 upon 200 by, because I just take out decimal and 2 upon 90 plus 2 upon 90. I have already calculated this, so now it's your turn to calculate, and this will give you 0.27 delta g. I have calculated it, not with the calculator, with just like this 90, 2 point and 0, then again one more 0, and then put the zeros like this. I have calculated it. Okay, so delta g over g into 100, if you just multiply both the sides by 100, you will get all the values in terms of percentage, and then it will be 2.7% error in the value. Accuracy to the g is 2.7%. So hope you like this concept. I'm sorry it's quite too long for a single question, but I'm okay, fine. If you already know the concept, just skip and watch till last. And if you like it, please don't forget to subscribe, share. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Khuda Hafiz.